Hello friends, welcome to my channel Power of AEM. In this video, we will talk about how you can use out-of-the-box translation project and can do different operation in order to check the live copy references. As this will be helpful in order to day-to-day maintenance activity and to check where is the reference. So let's go to the AEM screen and can explore more. So this is the home screen of AEM. So once you start traversing your site module and you will select any of the site. For example, I'm selecting one of the site out of the box site weekend, and make sure from the left rail you are selecting reference. So once you are selecting the reference and traversing your website, any page underneath of your language, you just select it in order to check how that is referenced. So for example, I selected one of the page under the Arabic side, and it is telling me how many live copies I do have associated with this hierarchy, page hierarchy, and the language copies. So in order to check the live copies, if I click on that, it will explain me this live copy is available under Content Weekend AR Adventure. As you can see, currently I'm in the language master hierarchy, but it is talking about this hierarchy. So underneath this, I do have the similar structure, and that is live copy for me. So that is how you can check. Live copy overview, you can also check something like this. When you click on the reference, it will give you the overall information like what is the source and other information if you have. Going back on the screen where I have selected one of the page, live copy is here, right? And if I'm clicking on that, it will also tell me like in case your source is not synchronized, you can synchronize, the option is there. You can edit the live copy and compare with the source as well. So there are multiple options that you can use to manage your overall live copies. So what happens sometime you are having multiple references of the live copy under your website. Some pages are reflecting right content, but one of the website or one of the hierarchy is not reflecting. Then you can do the synchronize and can check what is the actual problem. So that is how you can manage your overall uh, live copy references. However, whenever you want to roll out your changes, for example, there are some changes that you are doing. So in that case, you can also roll out your pages. So if you are doing so, there are options to do similar kind of activity. So let me, for example, adventure is something which I want to roll out. So it is asking me roll out this page or underneath all the pages based on the selection that I have. And do you want to roll out now or at a particular time? That option is also in your hand. So select the right options and click on the rollout, and rollout will happen immediately for you. So this is how you can do the rollout. Now let's talk about the language copy. So underneath the same hierarchy, we are having different language copies. In order to create or start the translation project, how you can do that? So click on the language copy. Currently, we are having English and Arabic and different English as well. So these live copies we are having. But if you want to create or start a new translation project, how you can do that? Just click or select the option which you can see at the below, create and translate. So once you select that, it will ask you how many different language you want to translate the content. Select the right content. For example, I want to translate in German and in Italian language and one of the in the French. 3 languages sorry, I selected 3 different languages. Let me redo this. So I selected French, German, and Italy. These 3 options I selected. Now it is only on our choice. Do you want to roll out the selected page or all these sub pages? So I'm going at this point of time just with this page. Do you want to create a translation project? And if you are already having any translation project, you can add those pages translation in the existing project. So here option is also available. Add to existing translation project. Earlier, we created language copy by using the option create structure only. But now we are going with create translation project. It means a translation project will be created automatically for us. So project will be the master title, appropriate title that you need to provide, like this is a test demo translation. Now click on the create. Once you click on the create, your translation project should be created. And as you can see, we have selected 3 languages, and 3 languages are appearing here under the language copy. Now let's go and check how the translation project is available for us. Go to the main screen, and here you can go under the project. So once you are selecting the project tile, it will show you the project that we just created with the name of test demo translation. That is the one which we just created. And underneath that, we created 3 different languages or the translation that we want to convert in French, German, and Italy language. So that is how 3 different options or tiles you can see. Now, as you know, we selected option as human translation when we were talking about how you can configure your translation. So that is the reason it is talking about we are going with the human translation. As you can see, the method is human translation. Team you can attach here, and how you can attach here the team, you can take the decision like who will be the observer, editor, or reviewers for you, and who will be the translation project manager. So you can search the right user. For example, I do not have multiple users, but let's say if we can have any dummy user like Allison, and Allison will be the reviewer for us. So like that, you can add a user. And once you are adding multiple user in it, you can see the overall teams members here. This tile is talking about a translation job for French language. It containing 1 page, some assets, and IIT9 dictionary. Initially, it is in draft status. It is not machine translation. That is the reason it is still in the draft. You need to convert this, or you need to initiate this. So let me check how we can start this process. I'm going inside the tile. I can see the adventure is the page, and the status is new, and tags. Let me go back. Mhm. One of the file, the status is in draft. All right, so I do not have many users here. So as of now, my connector is not installed, so I can still see the status in draft. But once you have the connector, you can initiate the translation, and the translation will reach out to the translation team who will translate the content. And once those will be available, the status will be changed, and we can accept those changes, or might be we can reject those changes. In order to accepting the changes, those changes will directly push on the AEM system. So that is how it will work. Also, let's understand if we do have a translation with with the different method, how we can use that. So I'm going inside the master project, creating a project, or let me create a translation. I mean, before that, I just switching my configuration to machine translation. So under the conf global, this is the configuration for me. I'm just switching this back to the machine translation and saving this, going back on my translation project just to check how that is. So still it is human translation, but mm, yeah, still it is human translation, but we can change this to machine translation, and we are just saving this configuration. And as you can see now, the start option is available for us. So it means when we are clicking on the start, my status will be changed. As this is a machine translation, so you can easily do all these operations. So once I'm doing the start translation, it means it is starting the overall process, and the status is changed, translation is in progress. And once that will be done, I can see some options. For example, if I'm going inside the tile, you can see it is showing some state like some error was occurred. But for you, if that is successful, you can see something like ready for review, and you will have some options like you can reject the translation or you can accept the translation. If you can see, some options are good enough to go ahead, accept the translation. Once you are accepting this, it will inject the same content on your AEM hierarchy, and the status will be changed to approved. And that is how you can utilize the overall translation flow in order to verify and accept the changes. And once you are rejecting the changes, those changes will always be back to the translation team. So that is how you can manage. And also you are having option, either you can cancel it, or if everything is accepted, the translation project will be completed for you. So that is how you can manage your translation project with the both of the methods like human translation and machine translation. I hope that overview of translation project will be helping you in your day-to-day activity. If you have any question, feel free to drop in the comment box. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe my channel.